We may have folded in the FA Cup and we may have timidly rolled over in the FA Trophy, but it's the business end of the National North and Alfreton Town are gunning for the title. But we have a chaser among the pack and York City are gunning us down. We're on the road, but will we get over the line? Keep watching to find out. Roll intro. Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Non-League to Glory. I'm Adam, and on today's episode we have games against Gateshead and Leamington. Since you were last with us, form has been good and then a couple of odd games in there. We hadn't recovered from the Ebbsfleet knockout in the FA Trophy second round replay when we lost 2-0 to Spennymoor. From them we then went on to beat Telford 2-0, Boston 5-1, Hereford 1-0, Kidderminster 1-0 and Altrincham 4-2 before losing 2-1 to Chester in our last game. Amongst the goal scorers we have had Kimpioka with 2, Angel with another 3, Garmendia and Gautier. Angel hit another one against Hereford. Adu Pepra scored against Kidderminster. Garmendia added 2, Kimpioka and Gautier also against Altrincham before Angel scored against Chester. That leaves us now with joint games as we've caught up with York, top of the table by 4 points and going into this game in a relatively good form. Angel is the top scorer, clear by 7 from George Danaher, and it's Angel with 20 goals this season. Player of the match, Angel with 9. Otranto's catching up there on 6. Plus we have Otranto and Angel who are the best average rated players in the league. Billy O'Brien with 14 clean sheets, but we'll come on to him in a second. And then assist Adu Pepra is marching up there now with 8 for the season. We have also done, as we try to control our wages, selling off players which we don't think will be suitable for next season, whether we remain in this division or whether we go up to the national. And so we have released Francesco Ferrari, who has gone to Vastes, Jordan Cork, who's joined Walsall's under-23s, Joel Mavovi, who's gone to the New Saints in Wales, Dylan Milando, who's gone to Blythe Spartans, Jamie Lacey, who's moved up to Grimsby Town, Ronaldo Brown, who also joins Joel Mavovi at the New Saints, and Dorian Samba, who has been in awful form since his injury and coming back and suspensions, and he has gone to Stade Montois Football. We haven't added anybody to the team, and so it really is about trying to manage that wage budget to bring that in. So we're now currently only spending £7,232 of £7,060 wage budget, with just a couple of £100 that we need to shave off there, and we're in the process of doing that. With the set to expire contracts as well, that will bring our committed spending to £6,175, so it's coming more into order with what we should be. Unfortunately, Mr. Billy O'Brien kicked up a big fuss once we'd sold Dorian Samba, who was absolutely woeful. Unfortunately, his replacement, Devonte Arancibia, who's moved up from the development squad, hasn't really hit the ground running, but probably needs a couple of games and getting used to this team. So Billy O'Brien's about to sit out his first game on the bench as we bring ex-Real Madrid youth player Adrian Fernandez in for his first game, who is rated as good if not a little better and has the potential to go even further than O'Brien would do. So today's game we are away against Gateshead, and the team that we put out will be Fernandez in goal, who wants to be a sweeper keeper. We have Johnson, Tal, Valentin. Actually that needs to change. Romano needs to come in for Valentin, and Adu Pepra. We have VC, Otranto and Garmendia, with Arancibia on the left, Kimpioka on the right and Angel up top. We are away today, and so although we should be running fairly comfortably, Gateshead are 11th and we're 2nd, so let's show them why we are the 2nd form team in the league. We do want to move on. We do look in a good position to go up automatically this season, and so I would want to cement that as soon as we possibly can. In other news we have, and that's a goal, Angel already, 10 minutes gone, Garmendia with the assist, and it's Garmendia over the top as Angel likes, and into the, well, I don't know what the keeper was doing there, but it's an easy goal for Angel to score. I would like to get this cemented up, but in other news we have signed some extensions which I'll go into after the game for some of our key players for next term. They include Chiori Johnson and Otranto and Najare. So I'll have a look at those. Angel scores a second goal. Kim Pioca with another assist. It's Angel's 34th goal of the season, and we're only in mid-February. We still have a little way to go, and this could be a great season for Angel. Kim Pioca, simple cross, Angel, little shuffle and in, and we are 2-0 up against Gateshead. York don't seem to be putting a foot wrong behind us. They are just 4 points behind. Romano over the top. Angel loves those balls. Takes on the defenders. Slides it in. Just wide. It's Gateshead now. Try to bring that away. It's Connolly. Sagar, Forbes, Agnew, plays it out, Diallo, plays it in Agnew, Ole, and that's in, but Adu Pepper, he doesn't deal with it, lays back to Ole, and Diallo, and it's going to come in. Fernandez gets there. Just change this, I think I'll put it on a little too slow there, and it's Tal to Garmendia. Garmendia over the top, and Angel, keeper saves across the net, but Williamson gets it away. No shots on target yet for Gateshead. And that's over the top. Tal picks it up, back to Fernandez, with O'Brien not on the in the first team. It's Otranto who picks up the captaincy today. Angel, and it's a 35th goal of the season for Angel. Kim Pioca with another assist, and that makes it 3-0 away from home. Kim Pioca there, great ball over the top, and Angel, he just loves those balls. 35th goal of the season, and his 3rd of the afternoon. Very pleased with the first half performance there. Clinical. Barrow for Gateshead. Tear. Johnson tackles. Otranto. Angel lays it off. Aaron Sibia. It's a wayward ball really. There's a tackle there. VC. Tal lays it out, and it's Kim Pioca again. Kim Pioca gets it through Angel, and a 4th goal for Angel. Kim Pioca with a hat-trick of assists, and Alfreton are 4-0 up. And Angel, who has a contract beyond the end of this season, looks like he could be big trouble for National League defenders next season if we were to remain at the top of the tree here. And it's Gateshead who are trying to get something going. It's Tear, tackled by Johnson. Johnson picks it up and runs on, lays it off for Kimpioka, who's been so dangerous on this right hand side. Can't get the cross this time. Johnson and Kimpioka, and it's a weak shot there that Guthrie easily saves. Guthrie kicks it out, gets it to Sagath. Connolly over the top, but Johnson, who has the measure of tear today, Angels through again. It couldn't be a fifth. Oof! Flashes across the face of the goal and out. And it's Guthrie now with a free kick. It's over. Trantu gets to there, but tears there. Agnew out. Adu Pepper gets there, heads it away, but he's just clearing it. Diallo, Williamson, Forbes, Williamson, Ollie. They're playing better now, but can't get it through, and Tal and Johnson and Fernandez deal with that. Fernandez to Romano. Garmendia runs and plays it over, and Angel's got that. And it's his 5th goal of the game. Angel, 37th of the season. And you've seen Angel at his very, very best today. Garmendia gets his 2nd assist. But he's absolutely amazing up front. And I hope the big boys don't come in sniffing round him to try and pick him up for next season. 5 goals. Truly is a good striker at this level. Gateshead haven't really been able to trouble us too much. They have been able to pass it round a bit just in this last 10 minutes, but Johnson again there intercepts it, and Tal lays back to Fernandez, who's going to get we're hoping he's going to get a clean sheet debut. I keep forgetting there's another 30 minutes of the games left. Romano out to Garmendia, Otranto, and the Gateshead defenders must be fearing Angel, who just straight at the keeper. And I don't think the bookmakers will be giving odds on him not getting his 6th goal. Johnson now. Kimpioka lays it back. VC finds Johnson. Johnson back in. It's Otranto. Comes to nothing, and they get it away. Not too far though, and it's back into Garmendia. Aaron Sibia. Adu Pepper now, and VC and Gateshead are fearing every time we're up there. Oh, fumbling on the line. We just want to change these round. Back onto that side. Jerry Johnson needs a rest. We're going to give Leo Valentin a game on there. Would really be nice to bring somebody in on that left. Aaron Sibia has had a decent game today, but he still hasn't done nothing. I think it's more about the team performance than his performance. We are going to bring Gautier on for Garmendia. Give him a little rest. Angel's going to stay on in search of his 6th. We are going to swap Kimpioka over to that side and bring Najari back on for the last 15 minutes. And it's VC, it's Garmendia, Otranto, VC, Otranto, that's loose, it's cleared and up to Connolly, but Connolly has got a lot to work to do. When he is doing it, that's a red card. We're 5-0 up, we're away from home, there is no need to make that challenge, and Romano has left us short. And we've already made the changes, and so VC is going to have to sit back there in his unfamiliar position. It's Deverdix over the top now, doesn't come to anything and allows Kimpioka to break. He lays it off to Angel. Angel hits it, and it's almost that bottom corner. And it's Otranto now. Nothing comes, and they are allowed to get it away and just run it out. I'm going to go a little bit more attacking, just see if we can get Angel onto that 6th goal, which would be amazing. He has already hit 5 goals in a game earlier this season in the FA Cup qualifying rounds against Royston. So to do it again is a really good achievement, and it's a player that I really want to keep for next season at this moment in time. Oh, and he hits the crossbar. That could have been his 6th goal. That could have been the 6th goal there. And I think he's had the opportunities to make it 6. Otranto now takes this, and there's a header there out. Interesting to be aware. See what Gateshead are 16th, so they're not doing anything great this season so far. But this really is a fantastic performance. I mean, look at Angel, 10 out of 10. 21 shots, 11 on target, 5 goals, all 5 by Angel. It's a 5-star performance. And that was a very good performance. So as I alluded to earlier in the contracts, let's have a switch over to the contracts and just see who's signing. It's Adrian. And Adrian Fernandez has had a pay increase, but he's only on £170 per week, but signs his contract till 2021. Chiori Johnson, after a little bit of interest, we decided to get that contract done and dusted. He now signs till 2021. Ibrahim Tal is signed till 2021. Gideon Adu-Pepra is signed till 2023. Morgan van Koevenberg is signed till 2021. Umberto Otranto is till 2022. Garmendia is till 2021. And Kim Pioca, we have extended the loan till next season, and he will be with us till 2021. Aaron Sibir is expected to leave. I don't think he'll be good enough to make the step up. Angel has signed his contract, he's there till 2021. Billy O'Brien hasn't signed a new contract. Depending on the next few months, he may not be here next season, so Otranto may look to take over as club captain. It's looking more and more likely, especially with the tantrum that he has just had, that Adrian Fernandez will be taking over next season or another. We also have Baptiste Gautier, who signed till 2021, Mohamed Najari till 2021, and Pietro Romano till 2021. So a fair few contract extensions given out, especially when we look at the wages that we've reduced it to, and to get this first team squad is very good. We are trying to, because I've not been impressed with Junior Selle all season, and we do have options such as Alassane Mete, Haroun Chowner, as well as other players that can play there that we have in the development team, that it's unlikely that Selle is ever going to feature again, and so we're trying to get that wage off. That one wage off would reduce our wages down. If we look at the club vision, we are now on course to work within the wage budget. They are delighted with the National League North top half performance. We've reached the first round of the FA Cup, and we did reach the second round of the FA Trophy. So all in all, it's been a great season. I'm yet to hear on a contract offer, contract extension, but I shouldn't think that'd be too far away. And we are not far away from the end of the season now. Not a lot of games, and we're probably a couple of episodes away from the season finale. We now play Leamington at home, and this is the team that lines up to face Leamington. We have Adu-Pepra, Valentin, Tal and Johnson in defence, supporting Fernandez in goal. We have Van Korvenberg and Otranto and Garmendia in the centre. I do want to bring Otranto over to this side. We have Aaron Sibia on the left, we have Kim Pioca on the right, and we have Angel, the superstar goal scorer, up top. Leamington have lost 3 of the last 5 games. Expect to pile on the misery today. We can potentially score a playoff at worst with a win here, so I'm expecting nothing less. At home against Leamington, that is what I want to do today to secure a playoff spot on the game. On the episode. So we are off. I fear I may have put some pressure onto them. We haven't necessarily performed really good when I have put the pressure on, so let's see. And the first highlight of the game does go to Leamington, but VC gets that away, and it's Angel who speeds in front and straight at the keeper. Weaver saves that, and Angel can't pick up where he left off yet. As you can see, we've got York, who are still 4 points behind. They are still maintaining that gap. We could go 11 points clear of Spennymoor today. Garmendia now, who gets it. Angle has to check back. He does lay it off, and Aaron Sibia scores his first goal. And after saying he may not be ready for next season, he must have heard me, because he has just scored his first goal for Alfreton. Bottom corner, it's a good goal, and it's 1-0. Alfreton lead, and that will put a 6-point gap between us and York City on 33 games. There is still a fair few games to play, so at this stage we are looking comfortable. Just seen there that York are leading, so with York 1-0 they've cut it back down to 4 points again. We are pleased with how things are going. Although it's only 1-0, we are limiting Leamington. And en route to securing our playoff spot. VC picks up from the corner, lays it off to Aransibia, and Sibia now lays it off to Tal. And Tal takes a timid shot but finds the bottom corner. That's his 4th goal of the season, and Aransibia has scored a goal and an assist today as he looks to cement that left hand side. I was thinking about trying to get a replacement in after we lost Samba, thinking that Aaron Sibia would not be up to the job. I was unconvinced until today, where he scores and assists, and that unfamiliar assist mark there for Angel as well. Let's see if we need to change this up a little. We have Garmendia is not playing well now. We've switched him to this position, but Otranto's not having the greatest game either. But we are going to bring Gautier on, and we'll make him play that central midfield role. We're not going to make too many changes. Do not want to rock this boat. Look at our massive goal difference of 46. I think any other season York City would be running away with this league, but we are just a cut above this season. Tal, Gautier, the defending in the last few games has been brilliant from our players. Fernandez now calmly chips it over. He's looking for Angel. He wants his first assist after his first clean sheet in the last game. Angel, this is the balls he likes, but that one straight at the keeper again. He comes off scoring 5 and should be really full of confidence, and there's 2 at the keeper there today that we've seen. Make a couple of quick substitutions, bring in Hadrui on, and we will give Najari a run out for Kimpioka. So Edwards for Leamington knocks it back to Blaney, and just like Gateshead, they don't seem to be able to get any traction in the attacking third. So here we are again with Dunbar and Edwards, who has to lay it back to Blaney, and Blaney's going to have to go back to his keeper, and they can't really get going. This is the same problem Gateshead had against us. Issa to Hines. Hines doesn't really have anywhere to go. Lays it back and over the top, and they have found a gap, and Issa, but Fernandez saves. It's a free kick given, and this will end 2-0. Very pleased with the performance as we secure that playoff spot, which should be confirmed. Let's have a quick look. Alfreton Town secure the playoff spot in the Vanarama National North. And just a little bit of, let's just praise Tal's performance there. And then Adu Pepra's promise and Otranto's promise kept, so they are happy. Let's have a look at the table now as it stands. So 33 games in and we are on 75 points, top of the league, 23-1. Let's have a look at the bigger table, shall we? 23-1, 6 drawn, 4 defeats. We have scored 71 goals while only conceding 25 and having a goal difference of 46, giving us 75 points and 4 points clear of York City. Behind that, we now extend a 13-point gap over Spennymoor, and the rest are just making up those numbers in the playoff spots, which is really, really tight. You're probably looking at anywhere from Kingsland Town on 43 points can still make those playoffs. So if we go back to the overview and have a look, we've got Angel, who after smashing 5 in against Gateshead, and causing all sorts of problems in the last couple of games, he's now sat on 25 goals for the season. His nearest 2 rivals to the Golden Boot in the National League North is George Newell on 14 and Jordan Hulme on 14. We have Angel, who has now 10 Player of the Match awards, followed by Newell on 8 and Hulme on 6, the strikers there doing that. We have Otranto as the best average rating player in the league, followed by Angel, but that gap is shortened as Otranto, as we switched him over onto the right, hasn't been playing as well, and we probably need to get him back on that left more permanently rather than trying to switch it over. We've got Adu Pepra on 8, but I wouldn't think Kim Pioka is far behind there. So what we're going to do now, let's just switch this over to fixtures. We've just come out of that Leamington game and there is now 9 games left for the season. So what we're probably going to do, depending on the match that we can win promotion, because that would be nice to have on, is we will probably get a good chunk of these away and come back for April, or we will come back for the game before we possibly, if we win it, get promotion, if that makes sense. It's another great episode and I'm so happy you got to see Angel in the finest form in the 5-0 almost Valentine's Day massacre of Gateshead. I'm Adam, thanks for watching and see you on the next episode.
We are heroes tonight.